In this video, I want to demonstrate how to create a rib feature as shown here. So first, I'm going to Control Tab back to my other part. And I want to work in my front plane, so I'm going to select the front plane and look normal to it. And I'll just zoom out a little bit. With the front plane highlighted, from the Features ribbon, I'm going to tell SOLIDWORKS I want to create a rib. So SOLIDWORKS knows I need to start with a sketch. Now, a rib is one of the few features where you do not want a closed sketch. You can have very complex sketch, all kinds of shape, but you do not want it closed. This is going to be a simple 3-line sketch. I'm going to use mouse gestures to activate the line tool. Come over here, and when I get near the edge, it will turn orange, and it shows me if I click, I'll add the coincident to the edge relationship, which is what I want. So I'll click to start my line. I'll move over and create a horizontal line. Click. I'm going to come down on an angle till I'm coincident with the bottom. Click, and then I'm going to come back over and add it coincident to this point. Now, I'm going to use mouse gestures again to activate Smart Dimension. I need to fully define this with dimensions. So I'll select this line, come down, I'll select this line, I'll move up and click to place it, and I'm going to make the angle 85 degrees, push enter to accept. I'll select this line, move down and click. This is going to be 60 thou. I'll push enter to accept. Then I'll select the angled line, move over, make sure I have the proper vertical dimension, click to place it, and I'm going to make this 5/16, and I'm good. My sketch is now fully defined. I'm just going to go back and rotate around a little bit, and it's 3 lines. It's not a closed sketch. So I'll right click, and I'll exit the sketch, and now I'm in the rib command. I can make the thickness 1/8. And I have 3 options here for how I apply that thickness. The default that's on right now is the mid-plane option. Make the rib a 1/16 on each side of the plane. I could also just go from the plane over this direction 1/8, or from the plane over this direction 1/8. I'm going to put it back to the mid-plane. The next thing we need to pay attention to is this arrow. The arrow needs to point towards solid material. The rib has to terminate against a solid body. So if that's pointing the other way, I'll just turn on flip material direction. It won't work. It's pointing away from the part. It will never terminate into a solid part. So I'll uncheck that. The other option I have here, currently I'm working parallel to my sketch. I could also change it to be normal to the sketch, but once again, the arrow is not pointing towards the solid. This rib won't work. So I'll put it back to parallel to the sketch. And then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to turn on draft. And I'm going to have 3 degrees of draft. And I will have it draft outward. So if I say OK, now I have my rib with my 3 degrees of draft. And like any feature, if I expand it, I can see the sketch, I can select it, and I can also edit the feature.